Splash, the wine company. Splash is all about you. This means that they work very hard at amazing selections of wine and the best values. I absolutely love Splash wines. It's very simple to use. All you do is choose and curate your case. You can build your own case mixed with white wines as well as red wines. You do have the option of signing up for a subscription service, or you can just purchase one time. I absolutely love Splash because they always have good deals for all of their customers. Right now, Splash is offering all of my subscribers $25 off your first order. So girl, go ahead and order. Cheers.
I don't need your support just to know I'm important.
I won't ever sell myself short, cause I know you see me on the come up. Big girl with big dreams and big drip. Talk is cheap, but please dare me to run up. I'ma put my money where my mouth is.
There was a gentleman that came to me in desperate need, and he explained to me that all he sees are problems. He was in the military and he was trained to see problems. He worked in construction and he was trained to see problems. He got paid to see problems. People paid him to point out problems. And this has become a problem in his real life because he is a pessimist. And he knows in order to do this work that it is all about being an optimist. One of the many things that we teach is to see the good things out of every situation, that all things are always working out for you, which means that you should look for them to work out for you. You should look at them in a perspective that they are working out for you. So it's always one good thing after another. And he's suffering because he sees one negative thing after another. It was important to point out how him seeing the issue and the problem in things is a part of the creation process. It's a part of what he needs in order to get to the positive aspect. It's important to point out to him that the things that he notices is very natural and that he should not criticize himself for where he is. You are where you are, and that is good enough. You are where you are, and that is good enough. You are where you are, and that is good enough. So since he had been trained and paid, made a living off of seeing negative things, this is to work in his benefit. He wanted to know how to get from a place of seeing the negative things into seeing positive things. Well, this is a completely different world than what he's used to. If he's used to seeing the negative aspect in everything, to go from seeing the negative aspect to automatically seeing the positive aspect, that doesn't seem like it's possible. And it's not. But what is possible is to use or leverage negativity to bring positivity, because that's what negativity does anyway. You see what you don't want, you see what you don't like, and it leads you to what you do want and what you do like. That is how we leverage negativity, or that is how negativity was intended for us to leverage it, either way. But now this is going to be done deliberately by him. He is going to get the opportunity to leverage his special power of pointing out problems to his benefit. See, it's very difficult to stop something that you are so used to doing, but it is easy to gradually make movements into the other direction by getting the urge of having or doing whatever it is you're used to doing and using that urge to push you into a new direction creatively. So, for instance, if there was someone who smoked cigarettes and they wanted to stop smoking cigarettes, the chances of them stopping smoking cigarettes today is very slim if they are not a cold turkey type of person. But if every time they got the urge to smoke a cigarette, they started doing jumping jacks, or they hopped on the treadmill, or they went to chew some gum, or they did a 100 squat challenge, or they ran up and down the steps and ran down the steps and up the steps, down the steps and up the steps, or they started talking about something positive, or they asked someone how they were doing. If they use the urge to smoke a cigarette and directed that energy into something else, then that something else would prosper. And I would say that it is very important to think about specifically what you're going to direct that energy to, because that area is going to grow. See, energy doesn't die, it just transfers. And everything has energy and is energy. So, with wanting to stop pointing out negative things or noticing negative things, to noticing positive things and wanting to point out positive things, it's not going to be an instant halt unless you are a cold turkey type of person. And these people are few and far in between. And even with that, the cold turkey type of person is not able to activate their cold turkeyness in every aspect of life. So every time he So my advice to him would be, every time that he notices something negative and wants to point out something negative, or does instantaneously point out how that could be fixed or how that could be better or how that's not right, and he convicts himself, the God within him, his inner being, his spirit convicts and says, dang, you're so negative. He stops. He does not beat up on himself. He appreciates himself and he acknowledges himself. Uh-oh, I'm being a pessimist. Thank you. Cancel, cancel, and delete, and deliberately turns the opposite way. These are the things that I see that are right, whether it's about that specific topic or not. But canceling out those negative thoughts with positive thoughts every time. Every time, every time, the more, once he starts to convict himself, the more and more he will be convicted, and the more and more he can appreciate his training for pointing out negativity, because it's going to allow him to point out more positivity probably than the average person. So he's using that energy and leveraging it to bounce it in a direction deliberately into what it is that he wants. Oh, being negative again. Thank you. Cancel, cancel, and delete. Positivity, 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 positivity. So the whole point is we all experience things that we don't like, or point out things that we don't like, or say things that we don't like. And those things are supposed to point us in a direction of what we do like. We're not supposed to get used to feeling like crap. We're not supposed to cope with feeling like crap. We're not supposed to suffer. We're not supposed to sacrifice. Those are feelings of crappiness. We're supposed to identify that those are coming, or we're experiencing those, and turn in the other direction. It is in your benefit to turn in the other direction. Everything is energy, and everything has an energy. So abundance is not separate from that. Abundance has its own vibrational frequency. It's a vibrational frequency that is foreign to us because we've allowed it to be buried by so many other vibrational frequencies that we've decided to pay attention to, because where our attention goes, our energy flows. And we've allowed our attention, aka our energy in motion, to be directed in many other places outside of being abundant. Even though abundance is automatically one of our rights. So, what does abundance feel like? Well, it's very easy for you to tap into this emotion if you allow yourself to explore the rivers and the oceans of who you truly are. So, in your mind, all you have to do is think of your concept of rich. What does rich look like to you? What does the unlimited amount of money look like to you? What does wealth look like to you? See, rich, abundance, wealth may look like people that look like you gathering for a charity event. And you walk in to this event and you see all the people who have the same hue as you, who look like you, who smell like money, who look like money, who are smiling, who are happy, who have class, who have elegance. Well, my dear, this is what abundance feels like. This is the vibrational frequency of abundance. Clarity and giving and laughter and admiration and connectedness and cooperation and ease and expensive smelling fragrances and champagne toasts and ideas being passed around and masterminding and looking into each other's eyes and admiration and soaring and clarity, amusement, high fives and congratulations, beautiful white teeth, suits and dresses and ball gowns and glitter and diamonds, gold and silver, metals, and the cling cling of glasses, crystals, soft music, posture. This is the frequency of abundance. Calmness, relaxation, a spa-like essence, curls and bags, purses and designers, limitedness, functionality and clarity, timelessness because time doesn't exist, airy and floating, pleasures of all sort, feels natural. This is what abundance feels like. This is the frequency of abundance. Beginning something new, seeking and talking in conversations and speaking in proper etiquettes in class. Solution-based conversations, discussions, giving in offering and receiving, expansion and eagerness, superiority, and sexy. This is what abundance feels like. Abundance feels like attractive and smooth and effortless and clean and soft and chic and well kept. Abundance feels like a gentleman, a gentle touch, feminine energy, masculine energy, perfection, relaxation, the yes and the agreements, the aha moments, the laughs, the love, the teamwork, the cooperation, the collective energy, the exploration, the awareness. Abundance feels like a yes. Everything has a vibrational frequency. Everything is energy, and everything has an energy. It is up to you to get to that energy, to be able to explore that, to be able to manifest that not only in your vortexual reality, but in your physical reality as well. This is the feeling, the atmosphere of abundance. My name is Kiana Devine, also known as the Cooking Queen, and welcome to my kitchen. When I am cooking, I love a lot of flavor, not salt, but flavor. Therefore, I have created my own seasoning, and it is called the everything seasoning because, honey, you can put this season on everything. I'm talking about cucumber salad, double eggs, scrambled eggs, fried eggs, steak, fish, chicken. Honey, sprinkle this seasoning on everything and you will soon find out that it is the only season you need in your kitchen. Click the link in the description box below to order your everything season today.
I don't need your support just to know I'm important.
I will never sell myself short, 'cause I